Every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue. Come on, James, what's going on?
Yeah, so big day, big announcement. 11 o'clock on the 12th of August. We've got a big announcement to make. There is a huge thing going out all over like Sky Sports. It's going out all over social media for a whole new, brand new mobile app for sports fans, well, for football fans specifically, called Fanalysis. Now, what Fanalysis is, if you haven't worked it out by the lovely wordplay, that's, such a code name, fan-based football analysis. Now, what's happening is there is a starting 11, in quotes, for each club in the Premier League. So this includes, obviously, the mighty Aston Villa. And Gary and I have been lucky enough to both be part of that starting 11. Us two jokers have managed to take 2 of them 11 spots. How has that happened?
Mate, we went on trial, didn't we? And we absolutely smashed it. That's what happened. Went on trial, like, both scored hat-tricks, like, a few assists in there, worked our asses off, tracked back, made some tackles, and they're just making notes going, oh, yeah, like the look of them two. Let's get them up front together. Boom, we're in.
Yeah, so we've actually got like a little bit of a sneak preview here for you. So you can see this is the website. Gary, this is the first time you're actually seeing it, mate.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're all going to get these lovely little avatars.
We are.
Which is going to be quite funny. So, Gary, you'll have your nice bold head on there. I wonder if they'll take, the one of you screaming like Watkins.
Oh, mate, I hope so. I sent them. No, they asked for a boring screenshot in the end. I've sent them a few kind of animated ones, and I think the producer's like, while we love the animated stuff, have you got something a little bit more kind of casual? So it's probably just me boring staring into space, mate. But yeah.
So basically, what Fanalysis is, like I said, it's Fanalysis. It's driven by views of the diehard fans who never miss a game. Fans whose mood depends on whether their team wins at the weekend. They're watching the closest, they care the most, but nobody's asking what they think until now. This is going to be it's also going to be on Sky. There's going to be a Sky Sports segment, I believe, at some point. Yeah. So you might see one of our mugs on Sky Sports, which is bizarre.
Bizarre, like, started this 7 months ago. Like, fucking, unbelievable.
Like,
8 months
what
ago.
on earth is going on? So just a little bit like kind of a background about how this kind of came about.
Yeah.
We had
Cast your mind back. Right. So if you remember, right, it was we had an email from the media company, didn't we, that are starting this up, called Hungry Bear Media, that asked us if we were to get to the FA Cup final, would we be interested in doing some filming? And it was all obviously on the basis of Villa getting there, which we all know.
Let's skip over that.
Wrong, right?
Yeah,
and then we thought, well, that's the end of that one. That's
we would have
even dreams. Like
we would have even potentially been on the pitch if we were holding
celebrating
the
for the win. So, and then I think a couple of weeks later, we had another email dropped into the inbox and just said, well, we're looking at doing something else with fans. Like, are you interested? I think we both said yes. They said they'd be in touch, and they were. And then we had another email inviting us to sunny London. I remember the day beautifully. It was
good old Hammersmith.
Good old Hammersmith. It was one of the hottest days on earth.
Very hot, yeah.
Yeah, and I think you were working in London on that day, weren't you? So we travelled down separately.
Yeah. So just to be clear, we actually went down. We were in separate sessions. So just to be clear again, on Fanalysis. So for those who have just joined, who might have seen, Fanalysis is a new app which is about fan-based analysis. We'll be doing match reports, player ratings, all that kind of thing for every game. We are separate,
which will feed into actual Sky Sports.
Yeah,
Fanalysis,
there will be the Fanalysis score. Well, I think this is the idea. There'll be Fanalysis score for players. So they might be talking about Morgan Rogers. No one gives a rat's what the fuck Jamie Carragher or, Gary Neville
talking about the Villa. Yeah, right.
No one cares about that. So it'll be us instead. But we are separate. We are not a combined team within that app. We are separate. So, and it's not like a competition between us. It's very much around like engagement and stuff, as always. But we will be doing things separately via that. But obviously, we will still have this channel, and we will be talking about Fanalysis and what we've done there as well. Yeah. So what happened was we went down that day. I was in the like middle of the day. You were in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, 2 o'clock I was, yeah.
Yeah, you're in the afternoon. So I went in, and it was surreal. It was surreal. I was in this in these media studios, and then every podcaster I could think of was walking in there, and you'll probably see other guys are probably doing their videos right now and releasing their stuff. So you got like Justin Talks Villa, you got the Villa Park podcast. There was even Ashley Priest from the Birmingham Mail.
Oh, yeah.
He was in there, and I was literally like, "What the hell am I doing here?" And by the way, that's also where we met Amy. Who we had on previously. She was in Gary's group.
She was in my session, yeah.
But then they like to ask us some questions and stuff, and they were filming, and they got us to like debate things. So there was like an agree and a disagree side, and they got us to like, things like, should John McGinn be in the starting 11? And then there was like a agree, disagree. Then we debated. I was on the side of, I agree he should be, but I don't believe Villa have a starting. They don't have a best 11. But then the surreal bit for me, this didn't happen for you, I don't think, is Michael McIntyre walks in the door. And I was literally like, what the actual Scooby-Doo is going on? Like, what the fuck is Michael McIntyre doing here? He starts talking to us about Spurs. We were playing that Spurs that weekend. And yeah, it was just bizarre. And it turns out it's his project. So him and Gary Neville are kind of founded this mobile app that's coming out. And yeah, it's absolutely bizarre. It's backing from Sky. We will be, like I said, we will be involved. We were doing match reports, player ratings. And yeah, we then got the call going, you're in. And we were like, sorry, what? What?
Loser say what?
God, I haven't heard that in years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite bizarre. But we are really, really, really excited about this. It's going to be, I think it's going to be massive.
I think it's got massive potential because I think fundamentally it's a great way for fans to interact with each other. It's a great way to get an input into actual stuff that's going on a weekend in the game live, potentially. Well, it looks like that could happen. It's super exciting, and if it takes off, which I assume it will do, I can't imagine either Michael McIntyre or Gary Neville investing money into this if it wasn't going to be
Sky.
successful.
I think
Sky, yeah. And I think we were lucky enough to have a Zoom call as well, weren't we? Where we were talking about final stages of it.
Apparently, Michael McIntyre is my one and only OnlyFans subscriber.
Random 2 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon, we're just talking to Michael McIntyre about how this is going. Like, it was one of the most surreal moments that I've ever experienced, talking about potentially, how this is going to work out, what we're going to get out of it, and all that kind of stuff. It was good. And basically, if the app does well, then we can do well. So we need you guys to kind of get on board with it. Like, there's even an opportunity for yourselves to apply to be a fanalist, like which is just there. So click on that link. We'll get all these links in the bios and all that kind of stuff. And our information on all our social media platforms will change, so you can kind of access it at any point. It's going to be monstrous, like, that. So if you something you're into, come and join us on the journey. Let's help each other grow as a Villa fan base, and let's get kind of a community going where it's safe to talk about and everyone can have fun.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was one of the key things also, is that so we essentially have the starting 11, which is the 11 representatives for each club. Those representatives will be at least there for this season. It's whether we then get like kind of renewed into next seasons and so on and so forth. By the way, we're not getting paid. We're not getting paid for this.
We've got a year contract.
Yeah, we've got a 1 year rolling contract with a 1 year option extension. All wages are covered because it's £0. But you can apply to be a fanalist. Now, I think there's like 300 to 500 fanalists again. I'm not sure if it's across the board or for each club, but you can go through the application process, and it's a simple like kind of chat thing. You tell them about like your experience as a Villa fan and things that you enjoyed and why you follow Villa. And then you could potentially be a fanalist, so you could kind of be along this journey with us, which would be incredible, really. I'm just going to play this video. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see what happens. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Is this the advert?
Fanalysis is here to empower fan opinion. For the past year, we have been searching for the most passionate and knowledgeable fans for every club in the Premier League. Fans who are obsessed, fans who never miss a game, fans whose club has brought them tears of joy and tears of pain. They are watching the closest. They care the most. They know best. But nobody is asking what they think until now. Fanalysis has chosen the most die-hard and devoted fans to become fanalists, to share their opinion on the club they love. Fanalists are given exclusive access to the Fanalysis.
Just on that. Gary, I just saw your face. Your face is there.
I can't see. I'm on a tiny screen. Where
Yeah, can you see you here? Can you see you in the middle?
Yay!
Gary's face is in there.
Exclusive access to the Fanalysis app to share their player ratings and opinions on everything to do with their club. How would the Fanalysis player of the match compare to the pundits? How much do fans think their players are worth? How confident are fans in their manager? Sky Sports can then put fan opinion at the heart of their football coverage. So, if you live and breathe football and want your opinion to count, then head to Fanalysis.com to apply to represent your club. Fanalysis, powered by passion.
Mate, I made the video.
You were a tiny little thumbnail in the video, but you were there. But
I was there, mate.
That's actually got me like really excited. That was a really good ad. I think that's going to be on Sky. So Gary's little face will be on Sky.
Yes, come on. Right.
Fantastic.
You know, we're famous now. Autographs, we can auction them off. Like, I'll sign this for anyone. We've got to make, although because we're not being paid, we've got to try and make some money, right? We've got to keep the channel afloat, right? So, please, I'm just messing. Mate, I am so excited. That's the first time we've seen that advert, right? Because it obviously just went live a few minutes ago. So, yeah, now if you don't want to like and subscribe after seeing that, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Do you know what I mean? Just
I don't know what we got. I don't know what we got to do. Really, we're going to be on like TV potentially. There's going to be like YouTube content. There's going to be Sky content. There's going to be all sorts of stuff throughout the season. So watch this space. We will be announcing stuff on here as and when we know it as well, and as and when we're allowed to talk about it. We haven't sold our souls. So like I said, we are still basically the same channel. We're still going to be chatting shit. We're still going to be slagging off Sky. We're still going to be doing all that stuff. So do not worry.
Well, until we start getting paid by Sky, and then it might have to change.
Well, then at that point, you have to make a decision, Gary. Are you in it for the money, or are you in it for the loyalty?
Well, mate, the way I see it, if Jamie Carragher can get away with spitting in someone's face and still be employed, we could say a few mean words, right?
Exactly. But I think that probably about does it. We just wanted to announce that as and when we were allowed to. So from 11 o'clock, everything should be going out live.
We are officially fanalists. This is the start of something beautiful. We have been selected for Saturday's game against Newcastle. So I think it's my understanding as well that actually, in terms of the app going live for people, it won't be till later on, about probably November time. I think they're waiting for 10 games in to get some data.
I think it's going to be like a testing period. So we're going to be doing like numbers and stuff. I'm guessing it might go into like some of the Sky stuff because obviously if they launch it, I'm not sure. But yeah, it will be in testing for at least like a couple of months.
Basically, there's still a couple of I's and a to dot and a couple of T's to cross before we can kind of give you the full kind of lowdown. But we'll keep you up to date with it as it's going. We've been told we can talk about it freely. So this weekend it starts for us. We'll be watching that Newcastle game with our intent to leave our player reviews and give an honest match review. You can check it once that goes live. You have to check that live as it's happening. I assume once the app is live, and then obviously if you want to hear more about our opinions, and you can come and see us on it over here where we can elaborate more. That's That's the plan, right? Basically, like we've loved doing this for the 8 months we do. We can't. I don't know about you, James. I can't believe we're at this point. 8 months in.
Crazy.
Like if you, I think on the journey back from London, we spoke on the phone, didn't we? I was on the train and going,
what is going on?
What has happened? Like how?
I was in the car and I was talking to you. I was like, mate, I don't understand. Why have I just seen Michael McIntyre? Why have I just met Ashley Priest? Why have I met what is going on? Bizarre.
At that point, and still now, it feels a bit surreal because we started this as a bit of fun. Obviously, it's now got to the point where we'd love to grow it as much as possible and continue having fun. So we need your support to do that. So make sure you do like and subscribe to us on all media platforms. Like we are there.
I can't remember if I put it live yet. I think we were like starting like a YouTube membership thing just to like support us, and I think it's like £2 a month or something. So it's just like helps with beer money. Basically helps us with all these extortionate prices of things at games. Like even just, I mean, now there's the Guinness. There's the Guinness thing, isn't there? With it now, and it's like, how much is a pint of that going to be? Like I'm expecting at least £7. Yeah, minimum. But anyway, Gary, any final notes, and then sing us off?
Yeah, I'm like I say, I'm super excited by it all. I know that you're probably going to get this across most Villa channels and the fans that are starting 11, but it would really benefit us if you do help us on the journey of just liking and subscribing. We say it all the time, but for us to be successful in this, and it to be, if you want to see us on the TV chatting shit, then we need the engagement from you guys. Yeah. So please help us.
You will get the honest stuff from us. So like, even if I'm only on Sky once, I will tell Jamie Carragher to shove it up his ass. Like I will be there. I will be there. So I won't get invited again.
But all you'll hear in the background is sub ref. James is no longer part of the starting 11.
I've seen a bit. Right, okay, back to the day job.
Yeah.
Right, awesome. Well, thank you everyone for your support. Thank you everyone in the comments as well who's been in the live chat saying great words. We are very, very humbled, and we are very, very happy to be doing this. We're really enjoying it. And just the fact that it actually seems to be gaining some traction and actually doing something is actually pretty mental to us, if I'm honest.
Well, mate, my final thought is this: if Colesberg did football in weeks, right, then this is the perfect one. The Premier League is starting back on Saturday. We've got this announcement today, and I've just found out that my daughter's third game of the season is against Aston Villa women, right, for Mansfield Town. So, mate,
crazy.
Every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue. Come on, up the Villa.
See ya.